What is up, everybody? My name's Steintown. Welcome back to my survival Let's Play. This is the start of episode 3. Crazy that we've made it this far already. But, yeah, it's been going good, I'd say. I got some way better diamond tools right now. I got a really good pick for Silk Touch and Fortune, a super hoe, pretty good axe, and an alright shovel. But yeah, it's been going pretty good. Uh, So the plan for this episode, we're gonna change it a little bit. I'm not really feeling the creative juices flowing for this build right now to do the exterior. We'll see if later in the episode I come up with a design I like and are ready to tackle this. But I think for right now we're gonna wait just a second, so we'll see if this gets tackled or not this episode. But for a starter, I've decided I think I'm gonna go for kind of a custom village theme here. So we're gonna build enclosures for stuff, like we're gonna do a enclosure for the iron farm, and we're gonna move our nether portal down into the middle. And I think for a starter, I am gonna rip out all of these old village buildings in the old village pretty much. And I am also going to get a sheep and cow farm going. Nothing really automated or anything, just some fenced in areas where I'll be breeding those. I do need to set up a uh like a wheat and carrot and potato farm at some point. But yeah, I'm gonna start with getting rid of all these. I know some of you may have noticed that I've been digging a big hole back here, and we can go ahead and talk about this real quick. This is actually a double slime chunk that I'm digging down. So whenever I've needed stone or cobblestone and different resources, I've been digging out of here. And my plan is to build a slime farm here, and we will be doing some terrain modifications and I got some plans for it. I won't spoil them all right now, but I do have some plans for it on how we'll make it look good and make it part of the village. Um, but first of all, we'll clear all this stuff, and we are going to do that probably in a time-lapse form, and we'll tackle that right now. See you in a second. Alright, it's time-lapse chat time. So, I wanted to talk quickly about our update to 1.19 and why I haven't done it yet. So the reason I haven't updated and haven't started playing the new features, because those are all fun and exciting, is because the mods that I use to do things like the third-person time lapses and just quality of life improvements on this are not updated yet for me. And once I see that I can get those, I will be updating to 1.19. But until then, we will be playing just 1.18. So hopefully, hopefully you guys don't mind too much, but we will be updating eventually. And thank you for understanding. But let's get back to the video. Alright, so the village is now gone, which really opened things up. I've done a little bit of like grass terraforming to try and get kind of a general idea of layout on these things. So up here, this is where I think I'm going to put my little cottage. And then down here, I am going to put the farms. So I'll have my cows and my sheep down here. And I do want to set up a wool farm at some point, so I'll probably put that down here somewhere. But I also am thinking right up here, we're going to do my first little build of the episode where we're going to put in a mine shaft. I don't really have one right now, and I'm wanting to get some deep slate as a possible resource to use on my house up there. And so I am going to start hollowing out an area and building this little mine shaft, and we'll be checking in just a second. Okay, so coincidentally, I did not put two and two together that this giant cave that I dug into here would possibly be over here. But hey, we're gonna work with it. I have done a little bit of a tunnel, and I think from here I'm gonna make kind of like a wood scaffolding down, and we'll set up a little area where, like a little base camp, like we're exploring the cave, and we will light it up with some lanterns and make this our little mining uh base camp, so to speak. And then you can go down through the cave, or I will also have a strip mine style mine shaft that I can go down. But yeah, we're gonna take this already natural, pretty cool looking if you ask me, setup, and just convert it slightly and use it. Okay, so we are pretty much done with the area. I have built up a small little cliff area to separate the farm area from this mine area. And so if you go up this pathway, I'm not completely sure I like it yet. I'm probably gonna work and tweak on it just kind of as I play, move stuff around until I get it to the point I like. But you can run up here. I am gonna make kind of like a courtyard out here and do some decorations out here and probably decorate the front of this a little better. But on the inside, it is pretty much done. So this is the design I went with. You got these wood support beams supporting the tunnel, and then it opens up into this cave. Down here is a little work area where they depart from. I am going to be getting rid of the torch spam and slowly putting more lanterns in here so that you don't see just torch spam everywhere. And to try to eliminate most of the mobs in here, try to spawn proof everything. Everything up here is spawn proof though, which is nice. But down here you got crafting benches and some uh, barrels where people would store stuff like tools and things. Around the corner, there's gonna be some cave access, and then I also have a ladder right here to go down to get some cave access to go do caving. But then right here, I'm gonna be digging this down for a strip mine, and that'll just go all the way down, and it'll probably start as ladders, but at some point we'll be switching that to a bubble elevator. But yeah, I like how it's coming together. I think I'm gonna get some furnaces maybe and put some of those in here and maybe like an anvil or two. But yeah, I'm gonna just do a couple minor tweaks, but I think it's turned out pretty good. And this will allow us to get a whole lot of resources, which we are going to need to build our little cottage up there. Okay, so I have finished the mine shaft. It's looking pretty good, I think. You go up this walkway, I got a nice little camp area. Got a campfire with some chairs, lots of workstations for the miners to work at. And I got a little tent. Pretty proud of it. I think it looks really good. And then, if you go down this hallway, I thought the hallway needed some texture, so I added a bunch of texture into it, and I think it's turned out really well. And then you open up to the interior of the mine where they're kind of exploring the cave and mining out of it. You got some camps, some workstations, some barrels to store stuff. Got some extra log supports down there, some more camps, and some areas where the workers would relax for a little bit. Down here is going to be our actual mine shaft that goes all the way down to bedrock, where we'll mine for deep slate and diamonds and whatever else we need down there. And I think it's turning out pretty good. I'm working on converting all the torches to lanterns to make it look a little nicer in the area. But yeah, I think it's looking pretty nice. This stuff is only temporary. This little chest area and this is a little bone meal farm that I've made. I went on an adventure and got moss. And I've been digging out our hole with some moss. And that's been really helping a lot. But I think all in all, it looks pretty good. It'll look better once this stuff's removed. But that is going to be there for a little bit. And on that adventure, I got moss and also got cactuses. So I can get all the dyes. I'm working on getting all the dyes so I can get every color of sheep in a sheep farm. I'm going to set up a little 16 module sheep farm down here. I think I'm probably going to put it underground. And then right here, these are all the dyes I got so far. But I did get cactus, so the last thing I'll need is to go find some squid to get black dye. And then I'll be able to make all the colors I need, all 16 colors in Minecraft. But over there's my cactus that are growing. And right here I've been working on some resource gathering off camera. Still got a lot to do, but I think I've finally settled on the palette for my starter house, which you will see very shortly. But I've done a lot of resource gathering. I've gathered a lot of resources I've decided not to use after some experimentation. So we'll have those for later reference. But yeah. Oh, and I also moved the nether portal from up there down here. So yeah, it's been looking pretty good. I am also going to check in once I have finished the sheep farm. I'll check in right after that's done. Alright, we are back. Made some serious progress. So up here, we got our resources gathered, and we are ready to build our starter house. It's going to be pretty exciting, pretty sick. But off camera, while I was gathering resources, I have started by making a sheep, or more of a wool farm. Not a sheep farm, a wool farm. But down here, I finished it up, decorated it. I think it looks pretty good. We got all 16 colors right here. And it automatically shears and collects them. And then through some Steintown's redstone magic, it gets automatically sorted into its respective colors. And I think it looks pretty sweet, pretty nice down here. I like the textured grass floor with the moss blocks. I think it looks real good. But up here, also while I was working on that, I built this little chicken farm right here. And we already got a tiny bit of chicken. So hopefully that will be able to supply us on food. Food's been a little rough, but hoping that is all we're going to need for food. But it's the big time to build our starter house. So we're going to do that in a time lapse. Let's go. complete, looking mighty spiffy up there. Somehow, Wandering Trader got up there. Not really sure how you got up there, bud, but hey. And overall, I think it looks really good. I like the tower, and I like the garden boxes. I saw this thing on a Good Times with Scar video where he used coral for flowers, since the traditional flowers are just like kind of a lot of empty space. So I decided to do something similar, and if you just put water under a half slab, it makes this really awesome flower design, and they stay colored. They shouldn't fade. So I did that with all my garden boxes, but we'll take a look around. Got what I think is a pretty nice roof, and I love the awning and the flower boxes. I will say I haven't really done much with the back. Not sure what I want to do here yet. I didn't really want to put windows because I'm gonna have chests against that wall. But yeah, it's pretty good looking, I think. I got a stable. I'm gonna move my donkey over there into this stable. I think it looks pretty nice coming off the side there. But it all looks on the outside right now. The inside is not very finished. I just got some torch spam and a floor in, but this will be changing soon. I'm gonna do the interior off camera, but it's not gonna be anything super grand or anything. I'm just gonna be moving out all my assorted chests, like that stuff over there, all this stuff, just tidying up everything and putting it in here since it is my starter house. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do up here yet, up in the tower. Not sure what I'll put up here. Maybe I'll make it into a little bedroom, try and decorate it. I don't know. But I like this, like how it turned out. I think it looks real good, fits in with the tent camp we got over there real well. And we still need to put the shell around the trading hall, but it'll fit in with that too. And yeah, I think it turned out great. I will say this did take a long time. Sorry that the gap between episodes. I've had a busy work schedule, and this all these builds take a lot of time. But this is all we're doing for this episode. We are finished. Not sure exactly what we'll tackle in the next episode, so you'll just have to come back and see. If you think I did a good job and would like to support me on my journey, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Do any of that stuff helps me out. Helps me be exposed to new viewers and such, and all that would be really appreciated. But thank you for watching. My name's Steintown, and I'm out.